Now the 3-2. Fastball hit in the air. Right center field. Back to Celestino. He's out of room. We're out of here.
Talk about underrated players. Andrés Giménez probably just had the quietest 6-WAR season of all time. Definitely a guy known pretty well in Cleveland, but not very well nationally. He was an all-star, a Gold Glove winner, and even came in 6th place in the AL MVP vote. Okay, so who is he and why does no one talk about him? He was originally signed out of Venezuela by the Mets as a shortstop at just 16 years old. He remained in the Mets organization for 4 seasons until he was traded to the Guardians in 2021. And that wasn't just any trade either. That was the monster deal that sent star shortstop Francisco Lindor and pitcher Carlos Carrasco to the Mets. The Guardians got back a couple minor leaguers, Ahmed Rosario and of course Andrés Giménez. Giménez started the 2021 season with the Guardians, but he struggled so much in the first 2 months that they had to option him down to AAA. After being demoted, he started to hit well again, so the Guardians called him back up in August. He actually had a good last month of the year at the plate, but overall did not have a very good year. At the time, he was only 22 years old, and failure at the big league level is normal and in most cases expected. Fast forward to the 2022 season, and it's a complete reversal. Giménez comes out red hot. In the 5th game of the year, Giménez goes off, totaling 8 bases, going 3 for 4 with a single, triple, and this home run in the 9th inning to give his team the lead.
Goodbye. Oh, baby. Andrés Giménez. He stayed patient. He got a pitch to punish, and oh, did he ever.
After that game, he never looked back. He carried the momentum all season long and filled his year with highlights and clutch moments.
Swinging a drive to right. Going back at the wall. It's gone. A grand slam for Andrés Giménez. He continues to swing that hot bat, and Cleveland is back on top.
Okay, so what makes him so good? From a high level, he's just a solid all-around player. He has no discernible weaknesses in his game, and all of his tools are average or above average, his fielding and his running being truly elite tools. Further highlighting his all-around ability, he was one of only 3 players last year that were top 20 in both offensive and defensive WAR. According to StatCast's outs above average, Giménez prevented the 2nd most runs among all second basemen last year. He was exceptionally well at making plays to his right, but of course scored above average in every other direction as well. He uses his elite speed to get to a lot of balls that other fielders simply can't reach, and he's athletic enough to finish off some spectacular plays. You can tell from watching him that he has a high baseball IQ, knowing exactly what to do with the ball. This is a good example of it against the Blue Jays.
And that's going to be a base hit. Giménez coming home with the throw. It's a good one, and they got him at the plate. Oh, my goodness.
It's plays like that that separate good fielders from great ones. But like I said, he's an all-around solid player, and that means he can hit. He gets on base and provides some pop. Combine that with elite level speed, and that makes one versatile run creator for your team. He's able to put such a strain on an opponent's defense because there's just so many ways he can beat you. He's not afraid to lay down bunts, he can beat out ground balls, and can hit for extra bases. And then when he's on base, he's a threat to steal, so he never gives the defense a chance to relax or really set in. The biggest reason he was able to turn it around and have success in 2022 was definitely his improvement at the plate. He was lethal in the heart of the zone, tallying 13 swing runs, and laid off pitches in the shadow zone more than he did in 2021. And simply put, he just hit the ball harder in 2022. I think the reason for his hard hit rate increasing was because he pulled more pitches in the air this year. Anyone who follows my channel knows I love to see hitters pulling more line drives and fly balls. And the reason is really simple too. It's just players usually have more power to their pull side. With Giménez, you can see his average exit velocity on balls pulled was 96 miles an hour, easily the highest out of any other event. At just 24 years old, he's one of baseball's most exciting young players, and I kind of wish people talked about him more. Nevertheless, he'll continue to be a menace to every other team in the AL Central for years to come. And with room to improve still, it's no telling just how high this kid's ceiling truly is.
Driven to deep right field. Reyes back. He's out of room. It's out of here. Kid Clutch continues his tear this year. A 2-out, 3-run homer. 13th of the year for Andrés Giménez.
Wow, he was not going to spot him the fastball, and that's what he got.